In example 2, we want to know what the domain is for this function, g at c. If we look underneath, g at c is c squared plus 2c minus 3 underneath the radical sign. And we need to write our answer both in set builder and interval notation. So we don't have any fractions, we don't have to worry about division by 0. But we do need to make sure that everything underneath the radical sign is greater than or equal to 0. Now this one is a quadratic inequality. When we're dealing with a quadratic inequality, what we're going to do is we're going to pick some test values. And the test values need to be in 3 different areas. And we're going to divide this number line into 3 different areas by solving this as if it was just an equal sign. It's totally not, so we have to be very careful with that. But we're going to imagine that it is. So to factor this one, we're going to go c plus 3 and c minus 1. 3 times negative 1 is negative 3. 3c minus c is 2c. c times c is c squared. So we're good to go. If we solve this one, c could be negative 3 or 1. So those are the values we're concerned with here on the graph. We need to figure out values in the first area here, the second area, and the third area, and which ones make the original true. So let's try something over here to the left of negative 3, like negative 4. And all we're going to do is do a little substitution and see what we get. So we've got 16 minus 8 minus 3. 16 minus 8 is 8, and 8 minus 3 is 5. So actually this is true. And negative 3 would work. Negative 3 would make this 0, and 0 is equal to 0. So we want to include the value of negative 3, and then anything over here will work. We picked a test value in this area. Negative 5 is like right here, and it actually made the original true. So this is for area 1. For area 2, we're going to pick a value. I like to pick 0 right here in the middle somewhere. So that's going to be 0 squared plus 2 times 0 minus 3. 0 plus 0 is 0. We're left with negative 3 is greater than or equal to 0. That's false, so we don't want to shade anywhere in the middle. Let's try area 3. Area 3 will pick maybe 2. Any value in there will work. So we've got 2 squared plus 2 times 2 minus 3. That's 4 plus 4 minus 3. 8 minus 3 is 5. And 5 is greater than or equal to 0. So all the values here will work. And 1 also works. 1 plus 2 minus 3 is greater than or equal to 0. So we now see what our solution set would look like. And any value in here, by the way, that'll make this inside part negative, and we don't want that. But any values here or here will make the inside positive, and you can see that that happened, 5 and 5. So those values are okay for the domain. We just don't want to list these ones right here. So in this one for set builder, we're going to have, let's do C, sorry. So we got C, and what we need to do is we need to somehow state this piece, which is C is less than or equal to negative 3, or C is greater than or equal to 1. That's this piece over here. So there's our set builder. In interval notation, we're going to go negative infinity up to and including negative 3, union 1 to infinity. That's the right part. Always use your parentheses with infinity.